Today, we are expecting a special visit. I am currently on my way to the museum, and there is already one of the little ones who has slept there all night. Two Men Man 2100 has snuggled up in there, spent the whole night, and we'll see when the rear guard arrives. So if the troop is on schedule, they should be coming around the corner any moment now.
Yes, that's exactly how it functions. When you have access to such incredible and advanced technology. This technology is designed to simplify complex tasks, making them more manageable and efficient. It integrates seamlessly into various systems, providing users with a smooth and intuitive experience. The innovation behind this technology is truly remarkable, offering numerous benefits and capabilities that were previously unimaginable. With this technology, you can achieve more in less time, enhancing productivity and overall performance. It also fits perfectly in our museum courtyard, and we are happy to make an exception so that the clubs don't have to park their vehicles in the parking lot, but can instead park here directly with their old technology on the museum grounds. What a beautiful scene this creates here in front of the old Great Gate.
So beautifully colorful. Every different word comes to you calmly here, even backwards. Yes, so many Gogos in one place, and I'm going to try to catch the organizers right away. Yes, that's Susie and Klaus. Hello. Hey, greetings. Did you have a good trip?
Everything worked out wonderfully.
To you, it seems like all the Gogos in the world have been gathered here. The last survivors. Klaus, tell us something. How did you all come together?
This year's Ascension Day meeting for Goggomobiles takes place once a year. Eventually, everyone gets a turn. Last year, we decided we would do it, and then we said we will do it. Now we are organizing it here in our dull place. The northernmost person comes from Sylt, the southernmost from Switzerland. Tomorrow, the Dutch will arrive. We are satisfied. The weather is cooperating.
And then are you a club? Yes?
And such a loose association? On a private basis? Everyone who feels called to do so always does.
And a few villages away from you, there is such a beautiful farm. Yes. And you can also store the cars there. Very well.
That means in 3 or 4 days until Sunday or Monday morning there will be another outing, and then I think we will all be glad to get out of these things again.
And do you also have a Goggomobil yourself? Yes? Show it to us then. Which one is it among them? Wonderful. One more beautiful than the others. Yes. And you have it in your vintage car garage along with your tractors and such. And you've had it for a while, right?
We're actually driving here for the 3rd year now, but with quite a lot of forest time in our fleet, it's almost the fastest. So of course it's tempting to drive at 100 on the country road.
And when did they build them? In the 50s and 60s?
I believe it started in 52 until the model year 69. This one is from the model year 68, so legally speaking it was already under the control of BMW. They bought the factory in Dingolfing at some point. which is why the largest BMW automobile plant is still in Dingolfing, the former glass factory.
Oh, is that how it all fits together? I didn't know that either. What kind of engine do they have in them?
So most of them have 250cc 2-cylinders, 2-stroke engines. Gorgo. So, produced somewhere around there. It's quite a crowd. Many of them were built and driven because back then, with a Class 4 driver's license, which was the old moped license, you were still allowed to drive the thing. And that's why it was naturally popular with every older farmer or retiree. Extremely popular. Later we heard from Bert and Bean, who used to have a Goggo workshop in Berlin, that even into the 1970s, they retrofitted NSU Prinz and Fiat 500 cars with a Goggo engine, because then the farmer next door could drive with a moped license, even with 4 wheels.
2001, and today you actually see them quite rarely. Yes, at vintage car meetings, or have so few survived, or what is the reason for that?
Few have survived. Many probably prefer, as is the case with all makes, to stay in the garage, if not driven, or in the museum. I don't really know how many are still registered. I think 1,200 sedans, about 1,200 coupes, or just 700. So due to the production number of 250, it was actually a very manageable period.
On January 19th, 1955, the first Goggomobil rolled off the assembly line. To get a Goggomobil running, the gas tank behind the back seat on the so-called parcel shelf must first be unscrewed. From here, the fuel then flows directly into the carburetor to power the engine below. A trunk. The Goggomobil does not have that. The name Goggomobil comes from the family's nanny and gets 5,000 marks from the company boss. Fans of the brand affectionately refer to them as Flow with Exhaust, or Cough Drops on Wheels. Over. Examples are built throughout the entire production period. At 3,000 marks, the Goggomobil with its 2-stroke engine and 13.6 horsepower is priced exactly between a motorcycle and a VW Beetle, making it the most popular small car of the early economic miracle years. And you are also here at the meeting, also with the Gurkenmobil. Which one is yours? We are standing right in front of it. Tell me, those two have organized it now.
What more can I say about it?
So far, I've heard that everything has been nicely grilled, and again tonight, right?
We're grilling again tonight. Well, are we having sausages again today? Thüringer. We are in Thuringia, right? Saxony-Anhalt we are.
But there are also Thuringians. Yes, it works too. And is your box still original here, or have you modified it?
Everything is restored.
All restored.
Basically just heaps of scrap. And you always have to make something out of it. The supply of spare parts here is excellent.
Are you from the industry? Are you a locksmith or something?
I don't have it right now, but...
And you can participate in everything there, right? If it works reasonably well with technical understanding, you can also acquire a lot, for example.
Everything around it was newly welded, right? So I have this part here. It was a restoration task. Everything was taken apart. Every screw individually. And as I said, I know every screw and have assembled everything myself.
And do you sometimes do it with 2 people, or are you actually 2 people? That works too. I mean, it still looks quite spacious in there. Still quite small from the inside. The seats, the front edge of the seats, they actually look quite comfortable. In the back, it looks as if your knees are a bit against the front, or it is approved for the dog, for the Dachshund.
With 3 seats? So, 3 seats and an adult could squeeze in at an angle in the back, but it's not comfortable.
Tonight there's even a Goggomobil oven spot for us. We sleep inside with 180 meters. It then laid itself around the corner back there. That's sporty, isn't it? If you want to turn around at night, it becomes very difficult.
So being inside with the woman here is already very cozy.
You can spend a few cozy hours. Very nice. And you are?
I am Werner from Saxony.
It's great that you are here, and hopefully you will have a few nice hours with us, with Werner here. All right, use and...
Please. Rhubarb is early.
So, take a look at this splendor. And right in the middle stands Heiko, with the very extravagant Goggomobil. Heiko, tell us, what kind of vehicle is this? It really stands out here.
Goggomobil transporter.
The same base plate as all the others. You could unscrew it and move it. Is it rare?
Built 3,500 times.
How much? Well, it was for smaller companies and such. Yes, you could then, or the ice cream seller or whoever had something like that. Yes, you see, that's still original. Yes, or what?
Yes, so they built them for the post, 2,000 units.
I see.
So Hans Gass said, if I can sell 2,000 of them, then I'll do it. The post, 2,000 sales. And then in 2021, he also sold a few more to authorities. The calibration office calibrated the vehicles at weekly markets and slaughterhouses.
And how did you get hold of it? It's quite rare, that thing.
Yes, right. Drive in the right place, huh?
Sometimes it is necessary to carry. And it also ran in this calibration directorate, originally ran there. Then you restored everything back to its original state.
I thought about doing something different, but I have the original letter where it is stated. It makes sense then. Yes, that's nice too. It was simple, but that's how it was back then.
And it's also nice for the history of the car. But in that condition, did you have to do anything?
Yes, there weren't any more. There weren't any more there.
And then it's all patched up, so to speak. That is, I wanted to say, quite a real challenge.
30 years now.
Yes, you've had it for that long.
It's incredibly fun to drive with the doors open in this weather.
Take a look at this.
Driving pleasure, unmatched.
Wow, this is wonderful. Look at how Spartan the interior of this car is. Yes, simply brilliant.
Don't build fewer switches, then it won't increase.
Brilliant. Simple is really just what you need. Nothing extravagant.
Glove compartment. It's just a wire mesh. Can you see what's underneath?
Simply amazing indeed. Yes, you sit inside. I think you can really unwind there, right? In these times, it relaxes you. Yes, I believe that. When you look inside, it's quite a space miracle. Yes.
Payload 300 kilos.
That's quite something. That's quite something.
So we can both get in and take some chocolate with us.
Oh, it already counts in the front? It will be tight when both of us are inside. That's true.
We can take a bar of chocolate with us, and then we'll manage. Go to the bathroom earlier, and then it will be fine.
There is a beer and a blanket. Very nice. Very, very nice. And where are you from?
From Blikketel near Lüneburg.
And you know each other?
We've known Langerklaas for 2 or 3 years, but I've known all the others for 20 years.
So you guys have a meeting like this every year, and then, Father, we organize a meeting. Oh, have you organized one before?
15 times already.
It's always nice when someone else does it for a change. Yes, then it goes around. And everyone can sleep in it. Does such a big farmer not mind or what?
Big house with a large garden, big meadow, and then it fits.
Very nice.
We've already done this 15 times in June, and practically everyone you see here will also go there. Plus, where is that?
Why don't you make a call for any Goggomobil owners who might be among us?
When are you doing it? We are doing it in June.
In June? And 14th?
June.
And where is that? In Blecke near Lüneburg. Right? I'll take a photo later and then we'll show it. Perfect. All right. Then have fun with us here today at the bike workshop. And it's always nice when we have people here who live a bit of what we talk about. Yes, when everyone has the same crazy passion. It makes it twice as much fun. You have to live it, right?
Yeah, they would say you have some crap. Yeah, me too.
Take good care of your space miracle.
Yeah, kidding.
Yes, and here we have a gem. It still appears to be in beautiful original condition. And Jens is the owner here. Jens, tell us the story behind the car. It's really very rare to find such a car in this condition.
Yes, in this condition, it is a bit unusual. It's one of the early years of the Goggomobil. It dates back to the summer of 1956. Unlike the others, you can see that the other cars have a crease stamped in the front. This one doesn't. It's smooth there and has only one windshield wiper. A bit simpler, different, even simpler than the others. That's just how it started. Yes, we actually bought it as a find from the internet and got it, I think, 4 or 5 years ago. And yes, we are of course on the road. The car is a bit special. We have clearly said that we will leave it in this condition and won't do anything to it. It retains its patina, and when it comes back, it gets a light oiling again to keep everything in good condition. Yes, and with that, we go around.
Very nice. And can we take another look inside? Where is the engine? In the front or the back?
The engine is in the back, yes. So we can look at the engine, we can look at the rest. So I'll open it up. Look, even the original keys are still in. the suicide doors, as they are nicely called, they work. And here in the interior, it is simply simpler than a normal car. As mentioned, it has a different dashboard and it has different seats. If you want to get to the back seat, you can only do so from the passenger side because the driver's seat cannot be folded. That's a bit different as well. It also doesn't have the storage like the others. The fuel tap is located in the back seat, which is also different.
Look at how beautifully worn the wood on the door is already. Yes, you can see how many thousands of times it has been opened and closed. That's really nice. I say, thank God it has also caught on in the classic car market. Leave it as it is. A few years ago, it was different. Vehicles were often over-restored, but today, people say that if you find such a vehicle, you can let it show the signs of use that have accumulated over the years.
The car is in good condition, it will pass the TÜV inspection without any issues, and there's no need for major work. The technology, of course, is up to standard, as it should be. When it comes to the engine, look, this beautiful, at least as exciting as the engine. If he is the player, 2001, 2021, yes, the back is also a bit different, of course. Different tail lights, that is also a bit different. Different license plate light compared to the other models. From the back too, really chic. Yes, I have now locked it, done that. Fabric system, where are you? Yes, there it is. It's a bit stuck. Yes, and there's the huge engine. Incredible. In all its splendor and glory. Incredible.
And you can get to it really well.
You can get to it really well? When you remove the hood, you have the entire engine right there. Be careful with everything. It is relatively clear and manageable. 1,000.
And how are they? Are they robust or not? Do you have to go in often?
It's already quite robust, you could say that.
You have to say such a small engine, what it has to pull. Yes, and it does it right.
Although, as I said, I also have something a bit newer with a trailer hitch. So, the small caravan goes on the back. That works too. But we will of course leave this one as it is. It also has 2 exhaust systems, unlike the others. Everything is a bit different.
It's amazing. Klaus was here beforehand. We did the route and he drove off from the yard. Yes, better watch out. Yes, it pulls through well.
So, the pull is just sensational.
Naturally made progress, yes.
But as I said, once it eventually reaches its top speed, it's good. You can tell that it's enough.
Perfect. Jens, have fun with us. I hope you feel comfortable here. Definitely on our site and also during the tour now. We are about to start a nice tour together. So, everyone come over here. Then we will do the opening again. Yeah. 2001. It was the year 2001. A significant time in history. Many important events took place during this year, making it memorable.